Hello and welcome to the D6 Damage Abjuration Wizard School review. Abjuration is protective magic. It does things like reduce damage and negate energy. Abjuration is an indispensable augmentation to most every wizard's spell list. But the question is, can it stand as your primary specialty school? Let's start by looking at the base school specialization. As an Abjuration specialist, your passive ability is Resistance. You gain Resistance 5 to an energy type of your choice, chosen when you prepare spells. This resistance can be changed each day. At 11th level, this resistance increases to 10, and at 20th level it changes to Immune to your chosen energy type. This is definitely a useful ability. It's great that it can be changed every day, but the scaling is slow and it only applies to one energy type. The Abjuration Specialist's minor power is Protective Ward. As a standard action, you can create a 10-foot radius field of protective magic centered on you. This lasts for a number of rounds equal to your intelligence modifier. All allies in this area, including you, receive a +1 deflection bonus to their AC. This bonus increases by 1 for every 5 wizard levels you possess. You can use this ability a number of times per day equal to 3 plus your intelligence modifier. An AC bonus is always nice, and it's good that it's a deflection bonus. The problem is, there's a real short range to this ability, and it has a short duration. Finally, the Abjuration Specialist, as their major granted power, gets Energy Absorption. At 6th level, you are granted an amount of energy absorption equal to 3 times your wizard level per day. When you take energy damage, apply immunity, vulnerability if any, and resistance first. Then apply the rest to absorption, reducing your daily total by that amount. Any damage in excess of your absorption is applied to you as normal. This is definitely a useful ability in my opinion, and it has some really nice features to it. First off, it can get sonic damage, and there are very few things which actually protect you from sonic damage. It also stacks with resistance, which is fantastic. The problem is you don't really get that many points of absorption, so you still have to have your protections in place. I'm going to give the Abjuration School a 3 out of 5. It's only really useful with certain party composition, where you can actually be close enough to your party members to use your protective ward, and it really forces you into a support role. Next up, we have the Banishment Abjuration Sub-School. The Banishment Specialist will replace Protective Ward with Unstable Bond. At first level, your touch can disrupt the bonds that hold a summoned or called creature to this plane. As a melee touch attack, you can cause a summoned or called creature to become shaken and staggered, for a number of rounds equal to 1/2 your wizard level, minimum of 1. You can use this ability a number of times per day equal to 3 plus your intelligence modifier. This is a useful ability in some very specific cases. I love the fact that there's no saving throw, and the double conditions are very nice. A staggered creature can take only a move or standard action, not both, and a shaken creature takes a -2 on attacks, saves, and skill checks. This is definitely a serious impediment to any summoned creature, but like I said, limited usefulness. The major power replacing energy absorption for the Banishment Specialist is Aura of Banishment. At 8th level, you can emit a 30-foot aura of banishment, for a number of rounds equal to your wizard level. Any summoned or called creature in this area must make a will save each round, as long as it remains inside the aura. If it fails a second will saving throw, it's immediately sent back to its home plane. If the spell summoned more than one creature, only the creature that failed the saving throw is affected, and these rounds do not need to be consecutive. Okay, there are a few problems with this ability. First off, it has a short duration, and it requires 2 rounds to banish the creature that has stepped into your aura. But it does stagger, and it has decent range, so those are some pluses. Alright, in my honest opinion, the Banishment Sub-School gets a 1 out of 5. You really, really need to be in the right campaign, and even if you are set up with exactly what you want, which is lots of dudes summoning lots of things, and lots of outsiders summoning lots of things, you're still gonna have the possibility of better things to deal with that situation. The final sub-school that I'm going to talk about for Abjuration is Counterspell. The Counter-School Specialist replaces Protective Ward with Disruption. At first level, you gain the ability to disrupt spellcasting with a touch. As a melee touch attack, you can place a disruptive field around the target. Well, the field is in place. The target must make a concentration check when attempting to cast a spell or use a spell-like ability. This is in addition to any other required checks. The DC of this check is 15 plus twice the spell's level. If the check failed, the target spell is wasted. The field lasts for a number of rounds equal to 1/2 your wizard level, a minimum of 1. You can use this ability a number of times per day equal to 3 plus your intelligence modifier. This is a decently useful ability. The DC of the concentration check is reasonably high. By the by, concentration check is caster level plus ability modifier, and that's the bonus that you get. Let me give you an example. A level 7 wizard casts a 4th level spell with a plus 18 intelligence modifier. This gives him a plus 11 bonus to his d20 roll. Against a DC of 23, that means he has to roll a 12 or up. One of the things I don't really like about this ability is that it requires a melee touch attack, so you need to get close. Now on to the major power, Counterspell Mastery. At 6th level, you gain Improved Counterspell as a bonus feat, and you may attempt to counter an opponent's spell once per day as an immediate action, instead of a readied action. You must use a spell at least 1 spell level higher than the spell being countered. You can use this ability once per day at 6th level, plus 1 additional time per day for every 4 levels beyond 6th. It's great to have Improved Counterspell as a bonus feat. And the fact that you can counter spells as an immediate action is also pretty fantastic. The only real drawback is that you have a small number of times that you can do it, and you do need to sacrifice higher level spells. I'm going to give the Counterspell Subschool a 3 out of 5. It's really useful if what you want to do is be the guy who's countering spells, and you're in a campaign and setting that supports that. So if you want to play a blue deck, wink wink, this is the school for you. Thank you for watching the D6 Damage Abjuration Wizard School Specialization Review. If you're interested in more character builds, class analysis, and strategy guides for Pathfinder and Dungeons & Dragons, check us out right here on YouTube.